Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Geeta and Dnyaneshwari, chapter 6th and 44th verse. पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्द ब्रह्मादि वर्तते. When Arjun asked Sri Krishna that in case while I am performing the penance, if I die, if that penance is not possible due to some physical means or this means or that means, then what will happen? So, Shri Krishna is telling that in the next birth, you will be born as a Bala Yogi, the person who is trying to achieve or have achieved the yogi state of mind, who for him all the Shastras, Vedantas, knowledge becomes very easy. You know, the difficult of the difficult things that others do not understand, he understand in the childhood only. And he becomes yogi at early stage of his life. Many a times he might achieve the riddhi siddhi, whatever he says can happen and all those things. But he understand that while the God knows how to run the world, if he speaks and something happens, it means he is interfering into the matter of God. So he get away with those things and try to remain one with the God. Okay, so there are so many kinds of siddhi, vacha siddhi, this siddhi, that siddhi, and all those things. He doesn't get involved into that. Why I'm giving this example? Because we have seen the real fight. You perform my kind of puja, your wishes will be fulfilled. Somebody says that you perform the anushthan like this, you of course they charge 5,000, 8,000, 40,000 lakhs of rupees, and all those things are there. Such kind of fights are also there. Even religious fights are there, so they do not get involved into all these things. Okay, they become yogi, they become calm and quiet and live a tranquil and serene life, pure life, pious life in early childhood itself. In early childhood itself they understand all these fantastic things. Like Sant Dnyaneshwari, he went for Sanjeevan Samadhi at 21 years of age. Okay, so now what Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is commenting on this, that when Shri Krishna said that in early childhood you can become a yogi in the next birth if you lose a path of penance in earlier life. Okay, it may happen that in childhood you perform penance for 5-10 years, you are in the job, night duty, and all those things are there, you lose the track of the penance, then again after some time you come on the path of penance, you can achieve the mukti atmadnya. Okay, in the same birth it is possible, if it is not in next birth it is possible. ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज इज सेइंग, आणि मागील जे सद्बुद्धी जिथे जीवितात झाली होती अवघी, मग तेची पुढती निरवधी नवी लाहे. It means in the last birth, whatever efforts you have done to come to me, means Lord Shri Krishna, try to become a yogi with your tiny soul, tiny efforts. What happens in the next birth? You take that knowledge, carry on that knowledge, your soul, your brains in the next birth. And तिथं सदैव आणि वरी दिव्यांजन वेडोळा मग देखे जैसे अवधिळा पाताळ धन, जैसे दुर्वेदीचे अभिप्राय का गुरुगम्य अनठाय तिथं सौरसेविन जाय बुद्धी तयाची. Means in early childhood you get this Sadguru's anugrah, you get initiated by the Sadguru. Then what happens? There is a concept that a person who is a payaru, means wherever he goes, his legs understand that there is some kind of hidden treasure is there below his feet on the earth, below the earth. Now that payaru is he is like a payaru, that child is yogi. Above that divanjan means in your eyes, some kind of medicine has been put so that you can see clearly. So he can see the treasure and he can feel the treasure through his feet as well. So double, so a double attack is there. He can see the real treasure every time. Like that, this child, once he is initiated by the guru, he becomes the realized soul in his early childhood. He can see the God everywhere. He understands the difficult of the difficult meaning from the Vedantas and so many knowledgeable books. And his brains understand all these things in early childhood. It doesn't mean that, he doesn't remain like a child. He will not cry or he will not do. He lives a normal life. बळीय इंद्रियेती मना मन एकवटे पवना पवन सहजे गगना म्योज लागे. With lot of efforts, you try to bring your, all, when you are grown up and you are trying for this thing, with lot of efforts you do all these things. But this child who was born with all these qualities, he's been initiated by Sadguru. His all the organs, eyes, ears, and everything, they get united with the mind. The mind get united with that Soham Shwas, means exhalation, inhalation, exhalation, and that goes to the Brahmarandra and he becomes yogi. He achieved the samadhi state and beyond that also he goes. ते ऐसे निर्णो काय आपसे त्या त्याची किजे अभ्यासे समाधी घर पुसे मानसाचे. दॅट इज व्हॉट इज गिव्हन. जाळे योगपीठाचा भैरव काय हा आरंभारंभेचा गौरव कि वैराग्य सिद्धीचा अनुभव रूपा आला. सो when he is sitting for the meditation, people feel that Bhairav means Shiva is sitting for meditation. In fact, he get all the siddhis. Like I said, whatever he speaks becomes all those things. But he understands the limitation and he goes beyond that. Then he becomes one with the God at all the times. He becomes yogi. He goes beyond samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi, amanavastha, turiyavastha, and beyond that he goes. Amanavastha, turiyavastha, amanavastha, nirvikalpavastha, and beyond that he goes. हा संसार उमाळीते माप का अष्टांग सामग्रीचे दीप जैसे परिमळेची धरिजे रूप चंदनाचे. Now sandalwood, we apply sandalwood over here, so we'll smell the sandalwood. Okay, like that, he performs this sadhana in early childhood through his mind. Okay, that's very important. Ashtanga Samagras. So he starts performing sadhana, people start noting, oh, this is the way Ashtanga Yoga is done. So he becomes the ideal person who has achieved the Ashtanga Yoga and he has, is following the Ashtanga Yoga. He has become yogi and all those things. So people try noting that it is like this because he becomes the ideal yogi. So it doesn't mean that he will not have a quarrel with, because his child, something happened, he will quarrel, he will have, he'll cry for some sweet meat to mother. Then he'll go to school, he'll have all the kinds of things. It is a everyday life, he lives like a everyday life, but inside his mind he is yogi. It has nothing to do with what, worldly things have nothing to do with you are yogi or not. And that's where this world gets duped. When I say I have seen a lot of people who are yogi, who are enlightened soul, people say we couldn't see because they are trying to hide. Like this. तैसा संतोषाचा काय घडिला किम सिद्ध भांडारी हुनी काढिला दिसे तेणे माने रूढला साधक दशे. In the sadhak dasha itself, when he is performing penance, at that moment only, he has become santosh, he has become satisfied soul, enlightened soul. He has a lot of siddhi a lot of things are with him. And lot of, many a times he get a lot of respect, name, fame, and all those things. We are not going to involve. Many a times, people come in and like they do, and they put 100 rupees note in front of you, something like that. We also have seen that. These people are also interviewed. I mean, we are not involved into all these fantastic things. We, in Hindi they call tam jamat. We are not involved in that. We do not want name, do not want respect, we do not want money, we do not want all those things. You know, we want to live a normal life. That is what they feel. Even though in early childhood they have become Siddha yogis, still they live a normal life. And that's how you have to become Arjun. You try to put yourself on this penance, follow the path, and become the Paramartha, become yogi, you become one with the God, and become Bhakta, and do work is worship at every moment, perform work is worship at every moment, live work is worship at every moment, and die in that state of mind because you are Mukta at this moment. So live that Mukta life forever. Let us live such kind of life forever. Thank you very much.